On Rosh Hashanah, we have a divine commandment to listen to the sound of the shofar. But what is the significance of listening to the sound of the shofar? The shofar is a ram's horn that makes a very simple sound. Wouldn't it be nicer to have an orchestra playing nice music? The Baal Shem Tov explains it this way. There was once a great king who had a very smart, noble son. One day, the king says to his son, I need you to travel to faraway places in order for you to gain wisdom, learn about other cultures, and in this way, you will grow personally and be refined. The day comes, the emotional departure, the king gives his son a lot of money, and off goes the prince. As time passed by, the prince got involved with low-element, immoral people. He began to spend his money for his temptations and addictions, and eventually the prince fell into a very low place. One day, the prince remembered his father, and he had a strong yearning to return. He comes back to the palace, and he tells the guards that I am the son of the king. They laugh at him. They say he doesn't even look like a prince, doesn't act like a prince, doesn't talk like a prince. And as much as he pleaded with them, they didn't believe him. They began to laugh at him and beat him. When the son saw that he's unable to go to his father, he began to cry from the depth of his heart. When the father heard his cry, he said, this is the voice of my son. Bring him in. The father embraced him, and the prince returned back to his good old ways. Says the Baal Shem Tov, all of us were in heaven in the palace of God, basking in the light of Hashem. And one day the king sent us down into this world in order to transform this world into light, and in order to extract the godly sparks, so that to refine the world and to refine ourselves. But some of us get distracted by the negativity of the world and about them, and from the temptations of the world, and we fall into low places. So on Rosh Hashanah, God says to us, I want you to blow the shofar. When God hears the sound of the shofar, which is a plain and pure sound, but it comes from the depth of our soul, God says, I recognize the soul. These are my children. And God inscribes us into a good, sweet year. But we also commit ourselves to God to live a moral life according to the will of Hashem. May you all have a Shana Tova, a good, sweet year.